Welcome! Today we're going to look at the idea of transposing. Transposing just means moving something from one spot to another. If you think about it on the piano, it's usually easier. So one spot on the piano to another while keeping the intervals or keeping the sound, the relative sound, exactly the same. So let's take an example. Let's say I have this pattern in C major. If I'm asked to transpose that to G major, I want the same pattern, but in the new key. So think about this as being Do. This currently goes Do, Mi, So. I want to do the same thing, but starting on G as my Do. So it's moved to a new spot, but it's kept the relationship of the notes the same. And you can do this with any pattern. So that was going in fourths, starting on Do. So I can move that wherever I want to any different key. I can also be asked to transpose something down an octave. So for example, if I had this pattern and I'm told to put it down an octave, it has to be exactly there, or if it was down two, it has to be exactly there. So when you think about it on the piano or on an instrument, it makes a lot of sense and it's quite easy to understand. Where people get mixed up usually is when they put it on the staff. So let's say we're in the key of G major and I'm given this pattern. And I'm told I have to move that down an octave. Well, it's going to make more sense for me to draw a bass clef, or there's one already here, but I'm going to pretend we don't have that, to draw a bass clef in order to move it down an octave. So I draw my new key signature and then I move this down. Once I get the first note right, so I've made sure, okay, G, this is definitely G down an octave, fine. Once I get that right, I can just follow the intervals. So this is a fourth, so I need to go a fourth here as well. And then it goes a third. And then it goes up a second. And then it goes down a second. So that's the easiest way for most people to think about it. Just if you're doing it this way, just go through at the end and check, okay, are all my intervals definitely correct? Because often people will get the first one wrong. Let's say we got this one wrong when we rewrote it. And then gone up a third from there, which was right, but we were on the wrong note here, so all the notes are wrong. So just go slowly when you do this. Now I can also be asked to transpose to a different key. So let's say I have this simple pattern. I think about my key. I'm in G major, this is Do, and it's falling from there. And I want to put it into a new key. Let's say I'm asked to put it into F. Okay? So that would be quite simple because I think, okay, now F is Do. So it's simply like that. Just watch your note stems because they can change obviously as you're moving it around the staff. But once you maintain, you keep an eye on, okay, where is Do? Have I moved it the correct amount? What's this in my new key signature? Coming back to the solfa can be really useful, and just take it slowly.